Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna talk about why I like the Black Adam movie. And just to be clear, there will be some spoiler in this video, so this is your spoiler alert. And with that out of the way, let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the story. I feel like the story could have been better. I feel like the story was pretty simple. I liked Amanda Waller in this, that she's still a bit of a shady character, but I did like that she also had her connection with the Justice League Society. Even though I don't understand why she had that connection with them, it still proves that she has a connection with certain superpowered people. One of the things I didn't like about this story is how obvious things were, and the fact that the trailer had already spoiled some important things. Like we all in start thought that little boy was going to be Black Adam, but we see Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Tough Adam, in the same trailer, so we know that little kid isn't him. So we all know that the kid might have been someone related to him. And that is one of the problems with the trailer. The trailer spoiled an important point that could have been much better if they didn't spoil that. Now let's talk about Black Adam, the character himself. Tough Adam, aka Black Adam, and the actor who plays him, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I feel like Dwayne The Rock Johnson did a perfect portrayal of Black Adam. Some of you will say that he was just being himself, and maybe that is a bit true, but Black Adam is a loner, and he is also a badass. That's the thing with Black Adam, is that he has always been the character I prefer working alone, but he has never fully been committed to villainy. Maybe in the early stage of the character, but back then there was no real anti-heroes, which Black Adam is now. And Dwayne The Rock doesn't know how to portray a good anti-hero, and he did that really great with Tough Adam, showing how this anti-hero really is not a real hero. He's not evil like he wants to conquer the world or anything, but he's willing to go the extra miles that the heroes is not willing to. Heroes don't kill, I do. That is pretty awesome there. He's not problem with killing people if he believes that it will serve the greater good, or if they really are trying to hurt innocent people. So, putting all this to consideration, Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Black Adam is one of the things that really make the movie stand out for me. I did like that he didn't fully commit to the role of conduct protector until later of the movie, and we also learn again with that boy that that boy was meant to be the protector conduct, the champion, but the boy gave the power over to his father, who cost the boy's life, which again cost Black Adam to lash out at the king, losing control of his power and being in prison. So again, all that together show great character development throughout the story, from a guy that doesn't care that much to a guy that is willing to protect Kandar for the rest of his life. And now for the next two characters that I like. I like Hawkman and I like Kent Nelson, aka Dr. Fate. I feel like both the actors did a great job. I like Hawkman's moral standard, and I like how OP Dr. Fate was in this movie. I really like that Hawkman is this heroes don't kill type of guy. I like that Kent Nelson is the guy that sometimes decides to sit on the sideline until he feels like he has to get involved. And it's not that he doesn't want to get involved, but he can see the future, he can see the outcome, and he knows that they can't straight up win a fight against Black Adam. So he is willing to sit some of the fighting out, and that's big character. I was a little bit sad when a character was killed off, because I think they could have done more with him, but I understand why they chose to kill off him, the most overpowered hero in the movie. For the next two characters I'm going to talk about Atom Smasher and Cyclone. Now I'm going to say it this way: Cyclone as a character didn't stand out to me. Atom Smasher was a little bit a character I would work with because his mask looked almost identical to Deadpool, so I wasn't quite sure I was going to feel about him. But when I see those two characters, I like them both. They're funny as fuck, or at least Atom Smasher is funny. Cyclone can be a little bit funny sometimes, but not enough to save a character, in my opinion. But every time Hawkman tells Atom Smasher Al Robertson, I'm not sure I pronounce his real name, but you and me on the ship, I can't help to laugh a little bit about that, and that comes because Atom Smasher is a rookie hero, so that's why he often makes a few mistakes. Two characters I didn't feel that much about was Armand and Adriana Tomas. To be honest, I'm not gonna say much about those characters. Armand was an annoying character, and Adriana only felt important to me in the start of the movie. I felt like the rest of the movie sidelined her for the most part and only used her when they really had to. So I'm not really big fan of those two characters. Especially Armand, I felt like he was just like this other kid in the Shazam movie, just a big comic book nerd, but even worse. So I didn't like those two characters that well. Something that I like is all of the characters, or at least three characters they show in this movie, or in cameos, mostly cameos, and that is Hardcore, Amanda Waller, and the Wizard Shazam. I'm glad they didn't give any of them big roles, but acknowledged each of the characters. I felt like that worked. And let's not forget the main villain, Sabak, who was a human in this movie, or he was until he became a demon. His real name was Ismail Gergo. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but again, that was the bad guy want to become powerful, to rule conduct. Pretty simple actually, but what I like about the character, maybe the only thing I like about the character, was when he become this evil demon. He was really OP. Dr. Fate couldn't beat him, and Dr. Fate was the second strongest hero, while Black Adam was the strongest. And Black Adam kicking his ass was actually a really great fight, in my opinion. And it took both Black Adam and Hawkman to defeat him. So again, he was powerful. But there's not much else to say about the character. He's far from a top 10 villain in my opinion. So again, a bit of a forgettable villain. Great with how powerful he was. He was a real threat, but besides that, forgettable. And the post-credit scene nailed it. I like that Amanda Waller started with talking to Tefadan, saying that Kahndaq was his prisoner, and threatened to send other heroes after him if he ever left Kahndaq. And Black Adam brushes it aside, send them away, or send them towards me. I can take them, everyone from this earth. And then Superman showed up. It worked really well, and this also set up that Superman and Black Adam may duke it out in either a Man of Steel sequel or a Black Adam sequel. So they nailed it. The only thing I don't get is why Superman is doing something for Amanda Waller, but I think he isn't doing it for her. He might also think that Black Adam might be a bit of a threat and might want to seek him out himself, to dust by himself, and maybe or just pointing him in the right direction. That is the way I see it. As for the movie, I give it an 8 out of 10. A great movie in my opinion, has its flaws, but still work, and is still a good movie. And that's it for this video. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section down below. I will hope to see you guys again next time!